Alright, what up everybody? My name's Aaron and I'm from Arizona, guys. So, something you need to know about me. I'm missing my arm. Now how would somebody lose an arm? I mean, I don't misplace my arm very often, you know what I mean? But I lost my arm, guys. So, what I'm here today to do is explain and show you guys how I took a tragic situation, something that should have kind of beat me down and I should have blamed people, I should have been angry, and instead I turned it into motivation. I turned it into resiliency. I turned it into being grateful and gratitude and having gratitude towards life. And what I want to explain to you guys is just what happened. So, how did Aaron lose his arm? And honestly, guys, the title is exactly right. I lost my arm and it was actually thrown in a trash can. My real arm, after I lost it, was thrown in a trash can. The dude who did this to me threw my arm away. And it's crazy. It's the craziest story you ever heard. I'm going to tell you guys right now. So, after I graduated high school, I went up to Alaska, alright? I went up to Alaska, I was 18 years old, and I learned a lot up there. I started growing up, and I was like, you know what I want to do? I want to join the military. I want to change the world. I want to be a veteran. I want to be able to support my country. I want to be able to protect people that I love and to cherish. And so what did I do? I joined the military, guys. I was 19 years old. I joined the United States Air Force as a security forces member, guys. That means I was the military police. Bang, bang, chicka, bang, bang. I was the police, guys. I was military police, and I was proud. I was very proud. I was probably one of the most proud moments of my life is when I got accepted into the Air Force and when I started to be able to be, something bigger than myself. I started to be able to understand that the world was about something bigger than just being greedy and just being selfish. And so I started putting others before myself. And shortly after I joined the military, I was shipped to Iraq, guys. Now, I don't really talk about what I did in Iraq very often because, honestly, it's just not something you talk about because it's not a positive time in my life. It's not a time in my life where I want to cherish. It's a time in my life where I had to do a job, and my job was to hurt people. And that's what we do in the military sometimes is we have to, it's either us or them. And so I did some stuff in the air when I was in Iraq that I still have, nightmares about to this day. But, I push on, I keep inspiring, and I know that those are the moments in my life that are teaching me how to be a better person, guys. So I came back from Iraq, right? Came back from Iraq, I was perfectly healthy. Thank God I made it back home, alright? And it was one night, alright? So this is what happened. This is how I lost my arm. So it was my buddy's birthday. It was that night. We were going out. We were having a good time. We were actually going to go to the strip club. We were going to, flirt with some girls. We were going to be, we were going to be dudes. We just came back from Iraq. We were all pumped up. We were all energized. We all wanted to change the world. And so we started going to the strip club. We started having some fun. And after a little bit, my buddy was like, we need to take off. And we ended up actually bringing one of the strippers back with us. I know that sounds bad, but one of the girls wanted to leave with us, so she ended up leaving with us. Well, this is where it gets tricky, everybody. Okay, so as we're leaving, my buddy whose birthday it is, his brother hits us up and is like, hey, come downtown. I want to drink with my brother. It's his birthday. So what do? We start heading downtown. Now, this night, we had a DD, guys. Our DD was with us the whole night. He was driving us around. He was being legit responsible, not drinking, and he was driving my car. Well, get this. After we picked up that stripper, after we picked up that girl, where did he disappear to? Nowhere. Okay, this is what happened. He drops us off at the bar downtown. Okay, he drops us off at the bar downtown, me and my 4 friends, and he ends up taking that stripper back to the house and disappearing. Like, after this whole situation ends, we were calling him all night trying to get picked up and never answered the phone. So, guys, make sure your DD is responsible and make sure he's taking care of yourself, alright, guys? And make sure you guys always have a DD, alright? Please, guys, do not drink and drive. It's the stupidest thing ever. Alright, anyways, so I get into the bar or whatever. We start drinking. We start having some fun. The birthday boy and his brother end up wanting to stay at that bar. And me and my buddy end up wanting to leave. So, me and my buddy end up leaving and we go to a different bar. Well, let me tell you, this is the important part of the story. My buddy drank so much that night, alright? He drank so much that night, he got kicked out of the bar. He got kicked out of the bar. So, I'm sitting outside on the curb with my drunk friend who's been kicked out the bar. We're trying to find a ride. We're stressed out. He's bitching and crying and complaining. I'm sitting here like, dude, our DD's not answering. I didn't know what to do. So I ended up running into one of my friends. And I hit him up, and hey, dude, man, can you give me a ride? Can you give us a ride home, dude? We live right down the road, this and that. Well, sure enough, the guy's like, I can't give you a ride, but I know somebody who can. So I get into this vehicle. Now, this is the choice. This is what I want to teach you guys, all right? I get into this vehicle. I get into a vehicle. I don't even know the guy. I didn't even ask if he had been drinking. That's the choice that you guys need to be smart about, guys. That's where I want you guys to learn from my mistakes, okay? I made a mistake by not doing my homework and not making sure the driver had not been drinking, okay? And that's something that you guys should always do whenever you're getting a ride home. Whenever you're going anywhere and you know that you guys have been around alcohol or around a substance, you make sure that that driver is not under the influence of anything, guys, because I'm telling you, your life will be over that quickly. That quickly. Drinking and driving or driving on any substance at all is a mistake. And you will get nub smacked. If I ever find out any single one of you guys drove on any substance, bam! Snub smack to the face, guys, because that right there is an embarrassment. And if you can stop one person from drinking and driving, guys, you're a hero. You're a hero to me, all right? So anyways, so I get into the vehicle with this guy. Me and my buddy get into the vehicle. Just go, babe. All right. So we get into the vehicle. The first thing this driver does is drive over the curb in front of us. He has this big Jeep, and he thinks that he's this big badass. The first thing he does is drive over the curb in front of us. And I'm like startled. I'm like, whoa, dude, what are you doing, man? Slow down, bro. I had just come back from Iraq. Remember, guys, I have been shot at. I've seen mortars going off. I've seen crazy shit, dude. So the last thing I want to do is get in a car with some dumbass drunk. So I ask him, oh, dude, you all right? You've been drinking, blah, blah, blah. He starts driving the wrong way down the road, guys. This driver starts driving the wrong way down the road. Now, I'm in the vehicle. I'm a very strong personality. I will not sit back and stand for that. So I start screaming at him, dude, stop the vehicle. Let me out, bro. I'm not going to die in this damn car. Let me out. Let me out is what I tell the driver. Let me out. You know what he does? He drives to this fucking spot. He ends up stopping the vehicle and kicking me out of the car, telling me to get out. So I get out of the vehicle, but remember, I had my drunk friend with me, okay? My drunk friend is in the back seat, passed out. So I go to get in the back seat to get my friend, right? What does he do? What does the driver do? As I go to get my drunk friend out of the back seat, he drives off. Just takes off, drives off. I'm standing in the middle of the road watching this guy drive off with my friend, and he's under the influence. Hell no, all right? So what do? I chase it down. Can you? All right, so I chase down the vehicle is what I do. So I run after the vehicle. Can you stop and close the door? Babe, I'm in the middle of something. What is wrong with you? Okay, and I will be right out there. So anyways, sorry guys. So I see the vehicle take off, right? It takes off, and what do? I run after it. I run after the vehicle. What's up, Brooks? You can stay outside, but Daddy's doing a live stream, okay? Okay. So I chase after the vehicle, everybody. I run after the vehicle, and honestly, that's where my decision making kind of blurs out. Why would somebody run after a moving vehicle? Well, I'm a veteran, guys. You gotta think like a soldier. You don't leave a friend behind. You don't leave a soldier behind. When you go through that instinct, when you come back from Iraq and you see all this shit that you've seen over there, you're not gonna let some friend die in a car with some drunk driver. That's not what you're gonna do. That's not who I am, and that's not gonna happen on my watch, okay? So what do? I run after that vehicle. I chase down the vehicle because I'm trying to save my friend. My friend's life is more important than my life, okay, guys? Kylie, be careful. So I run after the vehicle. What do? I catch up to it. He drives off again. The driver drives off again as I catch up to it. So I keep running. I'm running like damn Forrest Gump after this vehicle, right? So I'm running after the vehicle. Finally, he stops. And I jump onto the vehicle. My first instinct is to get onto that vehicle, make sure that I'm on it, and that way he's not going to drive off. Because no idiot's going to drive off with someone hanging on his vehicle, right? Wrong. This driver floors it, guys. He floors it. The driver floors it, and I'm hanging on for dear life on the side of a vehicle as he's flying down the road, guys. This is my situation. This is how I lost my arm. So he's driving down the road with me on the side of the car. I've got one arm on that oh shit handle by the window, right? And then I've got one arm on the roof rack, and I've got both my feet on the running boards, okay? I'm fucking scared to death. I'm begging this guy to stop the vehicle. I'm begging him to stop. Please, man, stop the vehicle. He will not stop the vehicle, dude. He goes faster. He ends up taking a turn. I lose my footing, and he ends up hitting the car into a trash can that I'm on, and he almost ends up killing me right there and there. Well, I end up somehow staying on the vehicle, and he ends up driving down this alleyway, guys. Remember, I'm hanging on the side of the vehicle, one arm in the door, hanging onto the oh shit handle, one arm on the roof rack, 2 feet on the running boards, and finally, this dude ends up sliding into a tree. Riley, careful. Can you go inside, please? So he ends up sliding into a tree, and the tree ends up hitting the door that my arm's in. My arm's in the door. The tree hits the car hits the door. My arm gets cleanly cut off. So my arm's still hanging on that handle, okay, and it's cut off. I fly off of the vehicle, and I fling into a tree and into a wall, and I end up pretty much shattering this whole left arm, my whole left knee, and my whole left side ends up getting all messed up. And what I do from there, who knows? So, guys, stay tuned. This is the first part of how I lost my arm, all right? I'm going to have another video explaining the rest, but I just wanted to give you guys the first part and let you guys just think about that, because imagine my arm's hanging onto this oh shit handle. This guy's about to drive off, and he just leaves me there. I'm sitting in an alleyway in a corner, dying, and the driver ends up leaving me there with my arm still in his vehicle, everybody. My arm's still in his car. I'm left for dead. That's the story. I got more to tell you next live stream, next video. I love you guys. Thank you so much for jumping in, and here we go. Bam, nub smack. You want to say bye?